Took you all night to think of that title, huh?
Oh boy.
Ooh, watermark a la Tubers93.
2.87 here, and welcome to another commentary. Now, if you noticed that I face palmed already at the beginning of the video,
with a hand that obviously isn't yours,
it's because I can't believe I'm doing another pedo Sonic fag under the name of Silver the Hedgehog 42.
Silver the Hedgehog 42. Now, where have I heard that name before? Alright, I think I saw something like that in my suggestion box, but I decided not to do a commentary on it, considering that the guy's an obvious troll.
Think of him as Chris Chan, Gobs89, and Jaro Hedgie 453, but with a larger messiah complex.
Okay, larger messiah complex. Keep in mind that he said that.
Now today's commentary is going to be
You're
on
too
his
close
top
to the mic!
10 most sexy Sonic characters. I'm not beginning to think this guy is going to be like Jaro Hedgie 453's biological twin brother. But enough of that. Let's get this over with. Why me?
Because...
Hi, this is Steve the Hedgehog.
Whoa!
Thanks for that, Permacle 18.
Did you really need to insert a clip of somebody going, whoa?
And yes, not even 5 seconds of the video, and I've got a couple of problems to bring up.
I have a problem. Why does that blackboard say the internet is serious business when it has nothing to do with the part you're responding to?
1. Another recolor. When is everybody going to start using proper avatars and not even recoloring over certain Sonic X pics?
Yes, proper avatars, like characters made from a South Park template, or pretty boys from Pokemon.
Hell, even Chief Shadow 1750 had a recolor, and he did better than this guy will ever do. And second of all, you're using Speakonia. God, when is everybody going to use their proper voices? Ugh.
Speaking of proper voice, why not take your proper voice away from the mic, huh?
And in my first video I will be doing in my mind the most sexy and fuckable characters in the Sonic universe.
I didn't know.
What was the point of that clip again?
In my mind, Sonic is the game with the most sexy characters and the most fuckable of all.
You know, when you hear somebody say something like that, it should be painfully obvious that they're trolling.
What? Most sexy and most fuckable? God, you didn't even make sense in that comment. And plus the fact that makes you like a complete pedophile and even a complete gay racist sexist.
This commentary was brought to you by the Word Blender, taking words together and mixing it up to make no fucking sense whatsoever. Let me guess, you didn't plan out what you were going to say before you started recording, did you?
Yes, male and female characters in there, and this is to the fact that this guy is actually bisexual.
By the tone of your voice, you're making it sound like being a bisexual is a bad thing. But then again, that might be unintentional.
Ugh. Oh boy, this is gonna be really bad.
Okay, never mind.
But then again, let's get to the top 10 and see what he puts.
Well enough, with all this blaving, let's get on with the list. Number 10. Miles Tails Grr is a sexy beast. With 2 tails he is sexy and hot and he's number 10 on this list because he's just so damn sexy and he's always by Sonic's side.
Once again, obvious troll.
Okay, could you please elaborate on why Tails is quote-unquote sexy?
Why do you need that elaborated? Either way, you started this video saying that he's a pedophile, gay, racist, sexist, bisexual, recolor thing. So what would it matter if he elaborated on why he thinks that Tails is sexy in the first place?
And also, I think you didn't really do too bad of a job elaborating on Tails of why he was with Sonic's side or with any of his attributes.
Miles Tails Grr is a sexy beast. With 2 tails he is sexy and hot and he's number 10 on this list because he's just so damn sexy and he's always by Sonic's side.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Number 9. Knuckles Echidna. Knuckles is a hot Sonic character who could break a wall with 1 punch. He is so fucking strong and very sexy and is just so fuckable I would give him a blowjob. And that's why he is number 9.
What? Oh god. This guy, why do you want to give Knuckles a blowjob?
Because anal sex hurts?
This comes to the fact that you are not only a sexist, but also a bisexual.
I mean, I could take the whole sexist thing, but bisexual, that's where I draw the line.
By meaning wanting to fuck male and female Sonic characters.
Oh, so that's how bisexuality works.
God, this guy is a bigger fur bag than Up to Late 9 and Gyrohead G4x3 hands down.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Number 8. Amy Rose. She is a very sexy pink character and the fur makes her all the more sexy and fuckable. She is always chasing after Sonic because she wants to get laid by him, but if she came around me she sure would get laid. You can't trust me on that.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Hey buddy, go easy on the video clips, okay?
Ugh, oh my god. You want to make a 12-year-old pink bipedal hedgehog to get laid because of your sexual fantasies against pink hedgehogs.
Number 1, sexual fantasies against pink hedgehogs? God, I hate pink hedgehogs so much that I want to make passionate love to them. Number 2, aren't almost all the Sonic characters underage? Number 3, so when Amy is on the list, you get upset and offended about him wanting to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. But when Tails is on the list, you're upset because he didn't elaborate well enough on why he thinks an 8-year-old boy is sexy. You want to explain that one to me?
God, do I have to call you a pedophile? Because Amy Rose is an underage character, and so is Tails.
Oh, so now you're upset over Tails being on the list. What, did you realize that Tails was underage right now?
Number 7. Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is a badass kick-ass who will pump anybody full of lead who gets in his way. In my mind, Shadow is a very fuckable one because he cowering the spiky A's on his vacuum would let him shove up my bum.
What?
He says he wants a spike up his bum. Oh, this guy is obviously serious.
Ugh, I wouldn't really want that if I made this top 10 list. And also, I would elaborate on why the top 10 characters are actually good. And also, I would go into more detail of why the characters are so good.
And then I'll go into great detail on how the characters are good. And then I'll go into deeper detail on how the characters are good. And then I'll repeat myself.
Plus to the fact, I wouldn't call them sexy or fuckable.
Oh, okay, glad you got that out of the way.
I would say best in video games as well, and any of their attributes and abilities and traits. So, what makes this list any good? I mean, oh god, this is so this guy is really bisexual.
I don't know if it's just me, but doesn't it kind of feel like he's more concerned about this guy being a bisexual than a pedophile?
Ugh, I'm so lost for words, people. I'm sorry if I pause quite a lot, but I'm just lost for words.
Hey guys, you heard about the latest craze? It's called a script.
Number 6. Blaze the cat. Blaze is a sexy cat who is a sexy pussy and a fuckable one at that. She is one pussy that I would feed, if you know what I mean.
He's talking about vaginas.
Are you really fucking kidding me?
Yes. Yes, he is.
You are calling one of my favorite characters, Blaze the Cat, a pussy?
Yeah, but not in the context you're thinking about. Vaginas.
Oh my god! This guy really is a complete sicko!
Yeah, that's pretty much all you've been repeating throughout this entire video.
And that's not all. It gets even worse when we get on to the list. You'll see what I mean when we get to the later part, get to the second half of this list. Trust me guys, you'll think I'm correct.
No, I just think you're a fool who couldn't tell an obvious troll if it bit you on the nose.
Number 5. Silver the Hedgehog. He is one sexy hedgehog. I would let him make me red anytime. The reason he is only number 5 is because he raped off Steel the Hedgehog.
That makes no sense!
Because it's not a commentary without a nostalgia critic clip. In fact, more commentaries should have nostalgia critic clips. There is totally not an overabundance of nostalgia critic clips being used by commentators. No siree, Bob. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go play the same Todd in the Shadows clip for the 50th time, just in case somebody decides to call me a hypocrite.
Oh my god. Are you really that stupid? Silver was in the Sonic series since 2006's Sonic 06. Steel the Hedgehog was created in 2011, so it's the other way round. Your character ripped off Silver, an official Sega character.
You know, it's almost like if it was a joke. Like if it was an indication that he is trolling us.
And speaking of which...
Number 4. Steel the Hedgehog. Steel is a sexy animal and the coolest of all, but this is not a list about cool.
Wait a minute. You put your recolor on the top 10 list? Dude, is there supposed to be an official, say, Sonic characters list?
An official top 10 sexiest Sonic characters list? I don't think Sega would be up for it.
Not a recolors list? Putting your character on the top 10. Now, where else on YouTube have I seen this before? Not again.
Number 3. Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat is a sexy bat that shows a lot of cleavage.
Okay, could you please at least elaborate on why Rouge is so sexy, other than explaining the fact of her big, large breasts?
What's with this whole angry tone you have with this video? Why are you so upset over some guy talking about Rouge's cleavage? And what's the point of him elaborating on why she's hot when you're already established that he's a pedophile, bisexual, sexist, racist, recolor, periwinkle, Eddie Izzard, Cocoa Puff, Cornflake, Taco Man?
Oh, God, this guy really is a pedophile and a sexist.
Don't forget, he's also a bisexual!
God, I bet he has sexual fantasies about Rouge every night.
This guy.
Didn't you play that clip already?
Number 2. Chaos. Chaos is a sexy being.
I didn't know.
Looks like GST doesn't have a problem with this entry, even though he didn't elaborate in full detail why he finds Chaos to be a sexual being. Hey, remember when he said that this guy had a larger messiah complex? Yeah, he never brings up why.
And number 1 is CREAMTHERAVVIT.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really? Are you just gonna use clips from other videos to do the commentary for you?
Yep, it's Cream the Rabbit. This sexy chick is the most sexy of all the Sonic character, mainly because that fuck me face and that cute smile and long ears. I would drill her in every hole, and she was most likely made for hentai because come on, WOULDNT want to fuck her up. But 4 hours.
Oh my good Lord. Are you a fucking sicko?
You know the answer.
For putting Cream the Rabbit in the number 1 spot? Oh my God. She is freaking 6 years old!
Did you pay attention to what he said about her having a fuck-me face and being made for hentai and all of that? Even if he doesn't come out and say it, it should be obvious that he's joking around. Sometimes you need to consider the possibility that somebody is trolling.
And you say you want sexual fantasies about this rabbit? Oh God. You really are a pedophile, and you are a bigger sicko than Joe Hedgie453, Gump89, and Chris Chan combined.
Except for the fact that those guys were serious about it.
You fucking ignorant jackass! Ugh.
Yes, let the hatred flow through you.
I don't believe this guy.
Come on, she's so sexy, who would? And he want to see what's going on under there and drill it. Well, that was my top 10 most sexy and fuckable Sonic characters, and I think everyone will agree with me about Cream the Rabbit.
Wrong!
Hey, Shadowstar, what do you think about this guy's commentary? I think he's taking these jokes too seriously. Yeah, I think so too.
Well, what's you opium? Leave it in the comments and goodbye.
That is where the video's over, and thank God it's over. This guy is so much of a big sicko. But let's get on with the verdict and explain more, shall we?
Yes, we need to explain in full detail why a guy who puts underage anthropomorphic characters in the top 10 sexiest characters list is a sicko. Because it wasn't like we haven't already said it over and over again in this comment. Oh my god, that's right.
This top 10 list is absolute garbage at its worst. And your sexual fantasies for underage characters is absolutely mind-blowingly appalling. Okay, so what did I think of this video?
Yeah, that's the question I've been asking myself this entire time. What do you think of this video that you've been yelling and screaming at for the past 10 minutes?
It was wretched. Your lack of elaboration was absolutely bad. Your sick fantasies are absolutely complete pedophilic.
But worse, they were also bisexual! Skip!
And overall, this absolutely was atrocious. Bottom line, this list fucking sucked.
And at the end of this day, this list was terrible. And when all said is done, I found this list to be horrendous. And to top it all off, this list was unbearable. And furthermore, this is not a very good list.
Period. I don't care if you're going to troll me with a comment, you're just going to make me laugh even more and just humiliate yourself even worse. Because, you know, beating trolls can lead to people getting their game stronger. And if you kind of respond to me, you make me even more stronger.
Do I even have to point out the irony?
Well, that's all from me. Until next time, this is GST signing out saying good night. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to get the 3DS.
Well, thank you for telling us that information, even though it's apropos to anything that was discussed in the video. Well, I guess we all learned a valuable lesson today. I can't wait for the PS Vita to come out.
Nerds!